special assistant to Kalu, Dr. Kalu Kalu, Nigeria's Minister of Finance then, who cut his teeth in Asian countries. And he used to tell us that as an economist covering Asia, he was aware when Korea, South Korea, monthly they will shave the heads of their daughters to make wig out of the hair. That is their #1 export. And then refrigeration technology came about. And because of the refrigeration, they started to export fish before they go into other garmenting and shoes, before cement, before other industrial. Today, we want to be like those countries. We don't want to go, certainly we are blessed, we don't have to cut children of our hairs. But we have to also recognize that countries that achieve development took choices maybe that we should have taken together. And that's my point of, we have a leader who is not even saying, let's blame this or let's blame that. No, we are not where we want to be. How do we mobilize all together? Our children need to appreciate this fact. It's not a pleasant conversation when any father calls the children and tells them that, look, I'm not as rich as you think I am. Let's face it. But that conversation will build a better family. Rather than a situation where children feel self-entitled and they just blame the father not knowing that even though, yes, he's the authority figure, but he has his own limitations. So even a country is no different. So thank you, Chairman. I agree with your point that maybe here when we speak, we understand, but we have to break it down. The simple truth is that we have to make sacrifices in order for our country to achieve the growth that it requires. Those countries whom we are teaching our children have achieved this, have achieved that. We should stop comparing them ourselves to where they are today. But what choices did they take in the past to bring them to where they are? We don't have to take draconian choices like that, but we have to make responsible choices. You are all politicians. There's nothing all of you here like than your constituencies to clap for you.
Very well.
That's the dream, that's the hope of any politician. But it is only a responsible politician, just like a responsible family of head for family, where he says, yes, much as I want you to clap for me, but there are choices, difficult choices that we need to make so that the future can be better. How we communicate this, I think, is something that we are all responsible. We are all in it together. You represent constituencies. Mr. President represents a constituency. Only that his constituency is the aggregation of all of yours. So that is a very important comment, and I will pass it on. And I will also reflect on it, on what we can do more. The question on why not education, like I clearly said, this innovative financial tool is not to the exclusion of our other priorities. For education, for example, the 2024 budget increased significantly funding to education. We are working with development partners and World Bank programs in order to generate more revenue, more funding, more support to fund education, so that we can do better in it. So it's not to the exclusion, but these are required because the investors are looking at them. We are not yet there with education. We hope to be, but certainly the increase in budgetary spending, which you graciously approved, can help us achieve more with education.